Title: Shadows over the Santa Anas. Los Angeles is known for its glittering skyline, star-studded streets, and cinematic charm. But just beyond the glitz lie forgotten woods and steep hills where few dare to venture. This is where the city ends, and the unknown begins. Private Jackson Nolan, better known as Jack, was 24, disciplined, sharp, and eager to prove himself. He had just completed a field survival course during his U.S. Army deployment in Southern California. When the chance came for a side assignment with a local ranger unit near the San Gabriel Mountains, Jack volunteered without hesitation. His task? Assist in surveying overgrown trails and check remote areas for signs of illegal activity. A simple mission. Just Jack, Specialist Tim Reyes, his fellow soldier, and the vast forest stretching between the suburban edges and the untamed hills. The sun was still above the ridgeline when they started. The air was hot, dry, and filled with the scent of sagebrush and pine. Their boots crunched along the dirt trail as they followed an old service path leading into the deeper forest. Birds chirped. Insects buzzed lazily. Everything seemed quiet, too quiet. "You ever been this deep before?" Tim asked, scanning the dense brush. "Only in simulations," Jack replied, adjusting the radio on his vest. "But it's just a forest, right?" Tim chuckled. "That's what all the missing hiker stories start with." Their GPS worked fine for the first couple of miles. The path was rough, but manageable. They marked potential hazards on the map: fallen logs, unstable slopes, animal tracks. Around 6:30 p.m. the sunlight began to fade behind the peaks. Shadows stretched longer, and the wind picked up, whispering through the oaks. They came to a fork in the trail. The left path dipped into a narrow canyon shaded by tall pines. The right continued uphill, more open but steeper. "Left or right?" Tim asked. "Left," Jack said after checking the map. "Look shorter." They turned left. As they descended into the canyon, the forest became denser. The trees pressed closer together. It grew colder. Tim paused. "You hear that?" he asked. Jack stopped. He listened. Nothing. No birds. No wind. Just silence. The kind of silence that presses against your ears. Suddenly, a rustling sound to the left. Both turned quickly, weapons lowered. But the beam of Jack's flashlight caught nothing. Just swaying branches. "Probably a raccoon," Tim muttered, but his voice lacked confidence. They kept walking, more cautiously now. Jack checked his radio. Static. By 7:45 p.m. it was nearly dark. They were well beyond the marked trails. The GPS started glitching. The screen blinked, then froze. Jack tapped it. "Nothing." "I've got no signal," he said. "Same," Tim said, frowning. "We should head back."